Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness the dawning of a new era here in the Indian subcontinent, particularly in both parts of North and South India. Here, in the south and I guess part of the central, we are on the verge of forming the Deccan Empire, but we need to get Maharashtra, which is that one kingdom that remains the obstacle. And with the formation of the empire, it will make our lives easier, including for us Hindus, which our moral authority is so low that, well, one of these days we're going to have to, fight these type of religious liberation wars in areas where, Hindu is not a majority rule, like especially out west if we can get there somehow. But the only thing that stands in the way is the Western Protectorate, which they made the Kingdom of Gujarat and Rajputana, led by this crazy person, submitted to become their tributary. And speaking of China, they're currently at war with the Abbasids to shatter the realm of the Caliph Abdul Qadir, which is by my request. That's another reason why I said new era. The Abbasid Empire that you see here, that controls, a lot of this world, but they are about to be shattered, in which they've gone as far as this eastern end of Rajputana, and they cannot get any further than there. Sure, other Muslim sultanates will seize power for themselves to try to, to pick up the pieces of these broken emirates. As you look at the direct vassals, all you see here, they will all become independent states. And the kingdoms like those from Egypt, they will be broken too. So if you want to be technical and did your part, this is what it may look like. So soon, the Abbasid Empire will be no more, and a new empire in India is about to arise. An empire that has not been seen for quite some time, not since the Gupta era. As I am Maharaja Vijayaditya of the Chola Kingdom, who, despite being a homosexual but strong, I'll be alright. But also, I'm a member of the Advaita Matha, that Hindu Monastic Society, where I was thinking, this isn't that life for me, but stick around a bit. Even though I have a very low learning skill, which I'll put it on theology for now. So, and patron deity. Who is it going to be? Connor guy. More martial, less diplomacy, or go for Kali, and that's no. I'll be alright with the intrigue, so I'll go for Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. And the obstacle we have to remove is Maharashtra. We have a claimant for that kingdom where I could put one of my Chola brothers, to put him on the throne, and subsequently subjugate him. That is my master plan. Put crown focus here, and to resume the construction for the second stage of the Hindu temple in Cholamandalam. Let's see here. Why all these good commanders are still around. I know you're super old, but I'm going to put you in anyway. He's old too, and you're old too. Council of Elders. Even if some of them don't really like me because, well, zealous and envy. That's one thing. We need a little more karma. Get up to 500 where we can declare subjugation. I try to raise a little money while we're at it. And who should I get married to? Somebody with a claim to the kingdom. In particular. Regardless of how good or bad that person is. Like somewhere where we can expand northwards. Huh? Where's the capital of... Yeah. That's my cousin, but she's betrothed to him. I don't mind cousin marriages, even if it... Yeah. Oh, I see. This may sound like a stupid idea, but is it possible? Highly unlikely because of political concerns. No? Matrilineal political concerns. Even though I switch it then. And definitely not those people. Not to me, right? No, sir. I don't think it's possible to... There might be a chance, so... Let's get to know each other better, shall we? I'll send my chancellor to you. To improve relations with the Maharaja of Malwa, just to see if I can betroth to, well, my niece of that side of the family. Cannot believe I'm risking those type of marriages so that future generations can have a claim and expand northwards. If I wish to press it. But we'll be pressing some claims in a moment. Just, Oh yeah, and I was about to say, you know, I'm pretty much of a book-dumb person. So, I'll put these books on in a moment. All the good weapons, good jewelry. And I will begin my meditation because that's one of the missions they tell me to do at this time. Gives me more karma though. So today my seclusion begins. I have selected a simple chamber in the castle and I will spend most of my time in the coming months, during the coming months. Within these bare walls I shall do my mantras, read the Mahabharata, and contemplate my life and actions. Vishnu shall be my companion. Even though I'm the smartest, not a Vaishnavist. How many resources are here, by the way? Just wondering. Not very much. That's something we need more of these days. I think the majority of the wars I would be fighting would be just a few claimants. First, Maharashtra. And I thought about giving the Kalingas their land back. Maybe after the formation of the empire, I'll give the Kalingas, get their land back. And maybe one day we'll vassalize them. Just show that you're part of us now. We're best friends again. Just like the olden days. Oh! Oh, sorry, just pulled something here right before. And also roll 10 years so we can change it to agnatic cognatic as for generations. It's been a male-dominated kingdom. This book. Oh, it's just a book. Don't worry about it. Just books that are useless to me. There's other books I can equip. Now that I have a good learning. Now I remember what I was going to do. Just give it a moment. Well, again, need up for learning more. That's +1. +2. Needs a bit of diplomacy. So that's +1 for diplomacy. +2 for diplomacy. And +1 for martial to equip these two books here. Just trying to up everything here. And if I was to be more of an intriguing person, I would be equipping all the intrigue books. And if I wanted stewardship, then there's that. Well, how many stewardship books do we have? Because there's a bit of a lacking here, because the domain size. Or I should just give this bearing away to somebody, because I'm not investing a lot of money in that, so someone ought to take care of that. Hope you run it well. It's just for financial reasons. So just do your meditation, and after that, let's go press that claim. It's only going to be on the society for a bit. You know, it doesn't give me very much of learning. I'm only using it to my benefit. Oh my god, my father. Yeah, I was rivals with him, apparently. I hated him, so it says, yes, finally that man-eating cripple, Raja has left us finer. Well, everything will be better around him. I have a lot of extra time in my hands now. Am I really that cruel? Do I want less intrigue and... What do the vassals think of me? Oh yeah, I'm widely hated, but it's mostly opinion of predecessor to some. Get rid of cruel, or I just have some guy who doesn't know much to be rival. Oh, good lord. Look, he's the founder of the bloodline. Does he really need to be taking his head off? I mean, what would people think of that? I really do not think I should stoop that low. And plus, having a skull is just a slight positive for prestige, so I'll just say he's taking enough of my time energy, no more. Just feel relief. And if I wanted prestige, I'll fight in wars. Cannot make sense of this passage of the Mahabharata. The words are archaic and their meaning is deeply hidden by copious layers of symbolism. It would greatly benefit my spiritual development if I discovered a text that sends them out. Although at this point I would be better asking my Ubadaya. There's no shame in asking for help. Being proud is not coordinates at the four Purushas, so I decided to ask Ubadaya Parankukan for help. He was happily surprised by my request, and together we unraveled the wordings of the passage. With Parankukan's patience guidance, I managed to make sense of it at the end. The wisdom of Vishnu is infinite and indisputable. A traveling poet who calls himself a bard if arrived today. I know you don't like me, but he could stay as long as he likes. What do we think? I found that he introduced the bard of the court tournament, how much I appreciated that. Finally, someone who could sing. Thank you, and also, hey, more karma. Magnanimous person for about a few months. Anything's better. After defeat of Caliph Najab III at the hands of the Protector General Sun Yifu, the Abbasid Empire has been dismantled, and the vassals are relieved as they are now free from the grasp of the Caliph. Further in the east, it is reported that Van Kuyen, Emperor Quinzong of the Wei Empire, is very pleased with the outcome, as once again Wei has displayed the might of the dragon. They were no match for the Wei Empire, even though he took a bit of a hit. Even though we fought him before, but he can sure go home now. Decline of the Imperial Academy. With the Empire falling into disarray, even this shining institution falls into disuse. A strong ruler who could hold it all together now. The god of Crystal has diverted focus from culture to more pressing matters. It was good while it lasted. So that's the end of the Abbasid Empire. So now, independent kingdoms and Emirates are now, getting something for themselves. Where's Damascus? Well, this is what's left of it. For the Abbasid, as well as whatever they're... Well, they don't have very much. So, it's destroyed. Which means it could give the Christians of West a chance to expand. But most importantly, gives us Indians a chance to reclaim what was lost. But the main obstacles now, even though still holds them as a tributary, but I think they could free themselves. And also, if there's going to be any Zoroastrian uprisings, this would be a great chance for them to break out and try to form independent Zoroastrian states like that one in West Bengal, where Zoroastrianism is not really thriving, but it's existing. They're there. Are there Zoroastrian nomads? Yes, one. No, most of them are Manichaean. So now the only obstacle, so you could say the strongest of the Muslim kingdoms right now is them. Who was the founder of that house? Oh, way back on this time. But we're not close enough. We just have to wait until the Western Protectorate leaves this area, then we'll get Gujarat. Once we form the Empire, so just focus on your meditation. My Pajari always talks about the importance of charity. When I do give alms to the poor on a regular basis, I often feel reluctant when doing so, and it brings me shame. While in meditation I have plenty of time to think about this. Perhaps I should strive to be more charitable. I still give, don't I? Surely must be enough. I'm trying to raise money here. Let's talk strategy, or lack thereof. I thought I was happy with my decision, then the guilt came creeping. I should not crave money and possessions this way. These feelings are not according to the four potuses, but I cannot help myself. I'm a good Hindu, am I not? Surely? Listen, this may sound strange to you, but I want to betroth to your niece. Excuse me, my niece. This girl who's the... Oh, now you turn the other way around for political concerns. Maybe it's Tibet. Yeah. Scared of big, mighty Tibet. So I'm glad we have a deal. Of course, that means I will be single for a couple more years, which I'm in no rush. If I die, then my elder half-brother and dumbhead will get to rule. But remember to watch your back. Yeah, you once rebelled. But I'll get you free. To mention, it gives me a lot more money. More money for the war chest. As you wish. I got more pressing concerns. With a huge dislike. Oh, opinion of predecessor. You've done your job. Come back here. There is a bountiful well of wisdom in Mahabharata. Today I have uncovered new meanings in several passages which I've never given much thought. I shall take these lessons to heart and carry them with me no matter what life takes me. Mark my words, the Mahabharata is truly a book of wonders. Devi has shown me the light. Devi? Just wanted to... Yes, thank you. We're good now. We have a non-aggression pact. Do we? Yeah. Fine. Okay, we raised that good amount of money. This is all I could do. Well, there's another thing I could do. Is there anybody in this court that... Wait, figuring I'm a supposed military man, which I could deal with these at some other time. I have good enough knowledge, which means I can write a book if I wanted to, but I'm too low educated. You're staying in prison. Retrieve artifact. I have all that. But of course, if I retrieve it, that means I would have to release him in the process. Oopsie days. I was thinking about looking for the wisest of India and bring him to the court and make a philosophical tutor. Like, I would like to pick up a philosophy. But, I don't think there's any need for that. So, I was about to say, well, are you going to tutor me? Or have I already been tutored? Oh, just wait until you finish meditating. Patience! It's the key! Spent the entire day saying mantras of deep concentration. During the first hours, I noticed out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Though at some point I lost track of time and entered a dreamlike state, there was nothing but holy words passing through my lips, and they rang true as the sweetest music. Shiva has shown me the light on this one. I hope they'll finish with what they're doing with that war. If you start losing, I will start that war to put the Chola brother in the throne and subsequently subjugate him. Imbecile. Yipe. Man. Camp fever's broken out and... Oh, it's coming here. I guess the war's gonna be delayed. Because I don't think we have good enough disease resistance. 57%? That's a maybe. We could have more of this, but the question is... No. Think. I'll bet on a military organization. Why is that neglected? Same for that. Yeah, I assume it's going to come here, and I ain't gonna like it. It's alarming. Oh no, I know where that money's going. Look for more resources. And if you want more karma, donate to charity. Picked up charitable. See, I'm becoming more virtuous. Having more diplomacy skill. You want me to build a temple? Sure thing, even though it's going to cost a lot of money. Jiminy Christmas. Sure. Not a popular decision, but we'll build it. Well, are you winning or are you losing? Oh, that can't be good. Chola wants Rashtrakuta. That's because they're both Indo-Aryan cultures. They can't defend themselves. Yeah, this further complicates my plans. Get me more prestige. That's enough. We're good now. Hey, shall we stop Gujarat? I mean, we're both Hindus. We're in this together. Tell you what. Oh, hey, you freed yourselves. I didn't notice. But I'm going to tell you the reason why this happened second time. When China first came to Bengal, and now they took that over to Submit. It was only temporary because of, well, this old guy died. And due to the rules I had set, just like I did with previous series about, you know, reducing border going and whatnot, it says Enclave Independence is set to limited. That's the reason why they were able to free themselves without a fight. It's because they can't control that region too far from the proper lands where the capital's connected. That's the reason. So I had some conflict. Well, you know, words. We'll fight against the giants. Let's go save Maharashtra, and then we will fight against Maharashtra to put the man on the throne and fight in that region one more time. One more time, and then, and we'll get what we want. Temporary, because I don't want to go through diseased areas. So yeah, we had to end that vassal war just to join. Look, we fought alongside Gujarat to fight against China, but now we're fighting against Gujarat, just for the sake for our own benefit. This is a political game here. Don't worry, we'll get more money during the war when we siege areas, when we take the fight to Gujarat proper. Alrighty. Now I'll take command, despite the fact I lack martial skill, but there's a first time for everything. Maybe I'll pick up a leadership tactic in a battle. Put me here, and give me the best. Housing leader, not to mention my military tutor. The other man, we're going to be fighting in the plains, so take him with you. Yeah, heading to the Deccan of Thana, which is where not only where Thana is, but that's where modern-day Mumbai resides. So that's... a pretty dangerous gamble. Not too much holdings here. We'll get him soon. Don't we have a siege leader around here? Oh yeah, this man. Oh my goodness. It's very effective. Not to mention he has siege leader and he has siege master, which I don't know how he can have both of these. So that seems overkill when you're taking settlements and whatnot. Okay, you drunk. You'll be a royal builder. You're already master of royal elephants. Take it to the hills. Oh, that can't be good. More factions will be joining with that type of deal. Now go to Navsarita. Lots of holdings. This will be good. And they got themselves some Chinese mercenaries. My Kalinga cousin is gone. It's a book, right? Yeah. Sanskrit poem in the formal genre of the great poem. It mixes both science and art, poetically retelling the adventures of Rama and a compendium of examples of grammar and rhetoric. Going in. This better be a battle to win us the war and save Maharashtra. And then we'll put the Chola man into their throne, and then we'll subjugate them. What's your turn? Yeah, you're too old. You're going to Ubiyat so you can die faster. It's too bad we can't recruit you. I mean, stewardship skills, great. New temple's been built. Oh, all in the name of Brahma. He never came to Cholaman. No. Plus disease is about to go away. Just an idea. Normally, every time I'm in this society, and due to having that Christian immersion mod, I would go for a path to abdication to become an ascetic. No. I don't think I have that attention for this character. No. He's the man to form the Empire. But I'll stick around, just get the pandit. And I should take that vow of celibacy until she becomes an adult. Plus, it's a little more piety. Piety, karma, whatnot, you need some of that, so you become a pandit. And I've become humble, which brings it more. So it's fine, it's alright. Told you he was too old for this sort of thing. Host claim. Another giant. Hey. Can't join? Oh, he's already fighting. How much is of them anyhow? Oh, not very much, and you're already beaten them. Okay, fight them one more time, and then we'll just collect our money, and then we'll go. Don't worry, our game plan is still on. Just gotta wait for them to defeat that host, and then we'll put the Chola man in the throne. No, thank you. One temple's good enough. Plus, we're saving the money for the resource sort of thing. More karma. That's what's needed. Ancient wisdom. Zoroastrians are expanding. Oh god. This boy, should he live long enough, grow up to be a Zoroastrian giant that would create the Zoroastrian realm in Bengal, but that's kind of wishful thinking, as moral authority is a stark difference. I'm sure there will be a Buddhist uprising in that area. Very, very soon. 100%, get ready. We'll start in August. Always with the stewards. I can usurp 2 kingdom titles now, but it's going to cost you a lot of money for that. Well, remember the rules. They will split, but actually I don't have to worry about that. Just get these 2. Go get them. We'll take Andhra later. We got it too. Now you are alone. Okay, just change the mandate October because we spent that money getting these kingdom titles. So one would think this Chola ruler is the Maharaja. There's got to be a word for that. The Sanskrit for King of Kings or the equivalent of that. But it won't matter. Once we take Maharashtra, I will be Samrat. Yeah, they did something wrong. This would be your best shot to retake what was yours. Just to keep them busy. Still alive? Well, we're both about the same age, so I'll get you your claim, but he has backup, so not so much of them. While they're busy with themselves, so we should be good. So let's run out there because of that patrol. We got no choice but to put him in. Head to here. We'll take a few losses. Just trying to assemble it down. Yeah, that's my grand plan. And we'll deal with you later, once we form our empire, to put the Kalingas back. Put them back in power. Just a region, not the whole kingdom. Because they have no claimants to that kingdom. But I could arrange that. I just have a soft spot for the claimers. Oh, I'll lose a lot of karma for that, but... Also, you should take that vow of celibacy. Just for the time being. Actually, just do it. You'll get up there in no time. We're in no rush. We'll get all that karma back by the time the war is over. Daiju, East African. I don't have the money, but I guess I'll get it locally. Granta. Since we're on the offensive, put me here. The master of the siege will go here. Yeah, we gotta loot him faster, because we'll get a little bit of money out of these. Then we'll go fight the army. Two obstacles. But my patron deity is Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. And the obstacle he's to remove is our path to empire. Chinese mercenaries again. Is it about time to donate to charity? Because we need some karma for that. You ain't going nowhere. So I mean, they're busy. Haven't picked up a battle event nor leadership trait. Or something that would improve my martial education, which I'll work on that pretty soon. I'm only using that monastic site as a good way to get some karma. I mean, I'll leave once I get married. Just break the vow of celibacy. And then I'll join some other society. Figure out what. Got a boatload of prisoners. Pay up. May my years be short. Yeah. Natural death at 48. Wow. But hey, a better air. In case if I die. One more holding to fight the army one more time. Ugly and weak. Cruel fool. Let's go. Since I hold a lot of kingdoms, that means lots of prestige. Don't we have an organizer or something? there's a bit of that. Yeah, I'll put them on there. Makes our troops move a little more faster. But it's plains territory anyhow. So we destroyed their entire army, which they'll raise up levies again, but not very much. There's the enemy, but they just can't fight a peasant roll. Well, it looks like they're going to now. Gemstone mine in Madurai. Damn it! I'd love to have the full. But I have to do that other option. And the Great Trade League, I'm going to antagonize it just like the previous, but I don't plan on joining them either. No, I don't have the stewardship for that. Much like I don't have the learning for that. I mean, I do now, just not the appropriate education to be doing that sort of thing. Kind of odd to do that, despite the fact that boy's Jain and not a Hindu. Oh, just some Takarani, who was a member of that and not a nun. Because I thought she's a nun, but no. Plus she's a drunk, which hope you stop drinking, as we'll be good, I guess, drinking buddies. Is it possible to call a lady friend of yours a buddy? Is that not a thing, Theta? I've trumped everyone and I'm the best Maharaja ever. Now what? Now what? Keep going. There's much work to be done. Make it sure. Just take 3 of these holdings and then we'll fight them again. Oh, there's the enemy, but I believe they're too late to help out now. I'll just have to stick it up to them as well. So let's say you have not dropped off that plot. And I think there's a reason for that. It'll be dealt with afterwards. You want to be the new steward? No. Despite the fact that you got a good head on your shoulders. As in mind. Not what you think it means. One of the counties actually converted to the Hindu faith. Nice. Told you. The empire that will be forming in the future represents a period of Hindu revivalism in India. Because Jainism had dominated the early age. And it was Jainism that brought the Muslims in. And Zoroastrians and pagans. I just like to blame them for introducing that sort of thing into India. Four scores at 100%, so... Look, you're good looking, temperate and brave, and one for stewardship. And you are the heir to Karnataka, but I'm about to give you a kingdom. So the kingdom is yours. Now they call you the usurper. But now the master plan. Subjugate Maharashtra. You are just merely a pawn to the game. You've been made fools of. It's like, my half-brother would think is like, oh, he's giving me a kingdom, how generous. I mean, what a noble, charitable Maharaja he is. Like, nope, we're gonna take it all over. And I will be the emperor. You will get your kingdom, but we're pulling off. Look, you'll have your kingdom. The Telugus will have their kingdom. And whoever desires Kannada will have their kingdom too. And I guess you for Lanka as well. Everyone will get their kingdoms once the empire is formed. They will get what they want. For a long while now, I felt the presence of the Supreme in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder if there's really any truth in the Mahabharata, or perhaps it's just an old book written by clever liars. Paris needs blasphemous thoughts. I'm zealous. Be like my father who founded that bloodline. As I told you, this is the period of Hindu revivalism. My father started it, even though he became Jain, but out of a political move, and I'm here to continue his legacy. A legacy that I will create an empire. That didn't last long. If he dies again, then I'll keep it for myself. If I even have the stewardship skill for that. If only we captured my brother. Then I'll be like, well, looky here. Well, it makes me the brother's keeper. We'll rest after this war, as people are getting restless. So, make it quick. Reward him gold. Shah. Whatever makes him happy. Trying to please masses these days. Hunt him down. By the way, who's the heir to the kingdom? Me. Which means, yeah, even if I were to kill him, somehow, in the field of battle, then, kingdom is still mine automatically. Yeah, imagine that. You acquired a kingdom, not just by fighting in battles, but through kinslaying. And I could have assassinated him, but no. We decided to go with the idea of subjugation. 100%. There. Done and done. Need 400 karma. So we control 100% of the lands. Now we can rest. I don't know why on earth would I want to usurp that. Despite the fact who the hell he is. Or who the hell does he think he is. So the goal is accomplished. Don't become a sannyasi, because why on earth would I want to do that? Maybe I'll try to become more virtuous. Despite my cruelty. And the things I've done to them. So you want to be on the council, huh? So you're the... Oh my goodness. Oh, I released him because of the frickin'... Yeah. I did release him. Very well. We could do something about that. Since you are a very decadent person. I was hoping someone would assassinate him, but I don't think I have the intrigue skill for that. I'm too nice. So for now, just rest. Maybe we'll try to strengthen the Hindu faith when the opportunity presents itself. I already built the temple. We'll build more. Just continue with the theology. Ah, there's one. Gondwana. So in the future, religious liberation of Gondwana, because Hindus are being marginalized there. Because there's largely ran by Buddhists. Thanks. We can have religious liberation in this region. But too far away to be interacting with them. Well, honestly, the revolt separated them. Be Hindu, my brother. Charity. Anything around here that could give out a little free piety. Karma, whatnot. No. But you do want to continue building all of these military structures. It's been a while since we've done those. Including the most neglected of regions. Yeah. So, I will not become an ascetic. There's a lot more work to do. And I will be marrying my niece. Even though she's club-footed, but it's politics. And when it's time to get married, that's when I will renounce my vow of celibacy. The League won't see a single of my ducats, so we'll be getting more gold out of that. Plus antagonize the Trade League, which I don't plan on joining that society. Not with this character. And that man has always been a thorn in my side. But he's alright. But not him. This old cripple's out of his element, but he's 76 and he's severely injured. I'll just tell him to stay out of the faction somewhere else. I was thinking about arresting him, but no. Check the plots. You better end that plot or else. Or else I'll make you court musician and see if you end that plot there. No. Because I don't like the idea of somebody fabricating in my kingdom, but look, we're a bit war-weary right now. Meditation is what I need. Because there are things out there in this life that's overwhelming me. So I just need a peace of my mind so these people can have peace. Green fingers. Maybe perhaps I'll be guru. Again, I don't plan on being in a monastic society in a long term. More of a marshalman, so I have to do something that's for... Boy, how many members are they in the followers of Arjuna? I don't think it's very much. 15. Including that chancellor of mine, which I didn't know he's a member of that. Because that's something I thought about complicating joining since I'm becoming more of a zealous holy warrior where we just want to declare religious liberation wars all over India. And I think being a holy warrior would do me good. Like this nap that I will be taking. But it was only supposed to be a little nap, so I made no progress. Giant wing of them. You could say technically this is an empire right now, but not by name. We're just trying to raise up a bit of karma, which is how much? 400 exactly. So just keep doing the work. I will soon break my vow, very soon. Break my vow, renounce my vow of celibacy. Off to the OBO with you. I ain't got time for this. It's too bad you haven't found me some apostates for me to burn at the stake. Wants to make a tributary straight out of Maharaja, which is way over there. Francia is breaking itself apart. And the Byzantine Empire is expanding across the Dalmatian region and no, they always had that because Republic of Ragusa, country I used to play in a previous series. Wait a couple of years, then Empire will be formed and then the real work can begin. But unfortunately, this defense pact is going to keep me down. Is that Chancellor? Well, once he passes, I will find a much better one. Halfway. Spend it on hospital structures. Prestige to the... Karma to the too. want it done. Whose liege is it? Can't take care of that, so I have to go get him myself, so... Just get only my personal domain. Not the vassal. Let's get tired of that stuff. As I will go be a guru just to pick up more piety and learning. And I am no longer cruel. At least they won't give me the nickname the Cruel for that. All the structures being built. Glad he passed that old crooked master seducer, hedonist, master trader, which I cannot deny of his business acumen, but maybe you could say in his free time, whenever he's not, you know, doing some trading business, he's out there somewhere, seducing all these women over the years. Yeah, Jains are everywhere. I'm trying to bring them back to Hinduism. Not that man. Almost there. I mean, sure, we could have held Diwali just to get more prestige, but I didn't think that because I was just so focused on construction and monastic society work and whatnot. Should give me those. Yeah, I was more concerned about all that. Fine. Shouldn't have wasted all that money. You know how much that's going to cost? 480 gold, huh? Ah, don't worry about it. We'll get all that money by these local resources. As well as some of that silk money, since that golden age is still ongoing. My sister wants to go to China. Off you go. Patience. Patience. Oh, that didn't last long. That gemstone mine in Maharaja is already gone. One would think that was a bad investment. There weren't that many gemstones in there. But, oh well. Yes, we hold the entire Deccan, but it's not Empire by name. Not yet, at least. Actually, I named the date on when to create it. The Zoroastrians are still expanding. Yes. My lovely wife, even though she's club-footed, but we'll still get along. Get the money! Now, I'll have to start swaying you a bit more in order to have, children, in which now I will renounce the vow of celibacy. I've decided to stop my vow of celibacy and reattend to my values to my family. The ordeal is over. We got the money, we got the karma. Which one would think I've accomplished all the tasks, but now there's a few things I want to do before I leave this society. Oh, good. Chancellor's gone, so... Who in the world wants to join the court that has very high diplomacy skills? Must be you. You're in hiding. But you'll be out of hiding soon enough. Actually, he's not in hiding. He's in that Chinese academy. Well, still in hiding. I can't name you. Chance if you're hiding, right? Is that how that works? No, it's just I needed somebody to get that threat level down faster. As I retired to my chambers, I was shocked to find a copy of the Anga Sutras of the Jain faith on my bed. At first I thought someone had left it there with the intention to frame me, but then I noticed a little note left on top of the open tome. I think you'll find this interesting. Please give it a chance. Signed, a friend. Never! I will hide it when no one shall ever find to read it. There's a secret Jain society here. I've spent years studying the basic tenets and beliefs of the Hindu faith. By now I consider myself quite an advanced Hindu scholar. I'm not quite a holy man. I did it because, well, look, it's interesting, but there's other things in life. So they will call me the scholar. I'm not going to be a theologian. I never really intended to be, at least in the long term. What sense now? Married to my wife? Just wait until November 1st. Yeah, November 1st. That's when the Kingdom of Maharashtra was created. Yes, November 1st. Yeah, I like how they call me the scholar, even though I'm not really that wise. It's the books, maybe. But I never consider myself a erudite scholar, no. I would have been preferred to wise. Excellent. Yeah, we'll be friends. No, thank you. I already served my time here. Well, actually, just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Just thought of it now. Alright, it's November 1st. It was Tamil Nadu Day. That's the day when the Chola Kingdom was created. But now, November 1st, 937 is the date of the creation of the Deccan Empire, also known as the Chola Empire. So now you refer to me as Samrat. And look at the crown of the Samrat and the Samraini. Yeah, this represents, a very big step towards the path of eventual Hindu revivalism, which no wonder why. There is not a single holy site under control of the Hindus. None of them. It's all controlled by Buddhists and Jains. Wait a minute, host? From Mao. Gads. Yeah, I will need a bit of karma for this in order to declare such wars. But I know where I can get karma easy, so on the same day, well, donate to charity. Go on a pilgrimage. Once in a lifetime opportunity. I'll start making my travel plans to go to one of the holy sites of the Hindu faith. I will go to the eternal city of Varanasi to clean myself at the guts. Get what you want, then more. So after the formation of the empire, the first order of Samrat is for him to go on a pilgrimage. Just to get some little motivation with a zealous Hindu man, which he'll make sure that the Hindu faith will not die in India. So I've packed my things and made preparations for my household to make do without me. It is time to set out for the ancient city of Varanasi, and soon I shall cleanse my body in the Ganges, as generations have before me. It's that area. That's the region that we're going to. So my journey begins. At first the signs were small, easily dismissed coincidences, but now they're becoming too frequent to be ignored. The omens that surrounding my life's pregnancy are terrible. I'm sure I'm misinterpreting the signs. The Way Empire is a fascinating place, my Lord. Princess Chola Kingdom says. As I turn the foreign coins over in my hand, she's arrived this morning. Besides the obvious souvenirs, she comes carrying many a tale from her travels. Everything in the palace wants to know everything. Bear with us as my scribes collect all your stories. It is the season of the monsoon and the rain is pouring down. The roads turn to mud and crops must wash away. The life of a pilgrim can sometimes be a hard and arduous one. My faith will keep me strong and safe. I'm fine. I come across a thriving city in the middle of a dry upland. The secret of their prosperity seems to be huge water tanks built and maintained by a local Raja. A separate reservoir is under construction to allow the city to grow even bigger. I stopped to admire this feat of engineering and cannot help wondering how much of similar construction could benefit Cholamandalam. Let's learn more about these reservoirs. The Eternal City. At the confluence of the Varuna and the Asi lies one of the oldest cities of India, known by many names, such as Varanasi, Kashi, or Banaras. It is also one of the holiest places in the world. For thousands of years, pilgrims have visited hundreds of temples and many ghats that lead into the holy river Ganges. They sought enlightenment and purification, or in some cases, to die in this place where salvation is guaranteed. Eager to perform my own cleansing, I approached the Dashwasavada Ghats at a set of stairs said to have been created to welcome Shiva by Lord Brahma a millennia ago. As I reflect on the Ganges, Krishna, and the cycle of rebirth, I believe it is time for a bath. More karma. Many pilgrims have stories of the experience on their journeys, and a great enlightenment or purification achieved in the destination. I expected much more I have found here. The place certainly full of monks, sadhus, priests, and holy men, but neither circumambulation, meditation, or cleansing has left me anything but a empty feeling of doubt. What is my purpose here? I become cynical. Well, to be fair, it ain't what it used to be. Hinduism in India ain't what it used to be. I may be cynical, but I'm home at last after a long journey. While it's said that a pilgrimage can rejuvenate soul and body, I cannot claim it did for me. On the whole, this has been the most disappointing experience. My home is my castle. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, we have the ability to have karma if we want to do religious liberation, but everybody's going to jump at me because of that defensive pact. So I've done all I can for this society here. But I will take my leave here and I will join the followers of Arjuna, which I will join in May. They're going to get Malwa, which will be that area. Oh yes, I just remembered. Since we're an empire now, I have all these kingdom titles, so the real question is, who wants to be the Maharaja of the local regions within the empire? I know it's kind of separate, but you will get Lanka. You will get Lanka. Who's your liege? Sepa. It's kind of hard to design. Actually, since you're always meant to be, so you will have that region. Most of those lands are culturally Telugu, so I was thinking maybe you'll become the double. You will get both Telangana and Andhra, just to spite them. Now Karnataka. You will have that area. And Maharashtra, where's my brother? Yeah, he's still there. Unless I'm going to be that type where I could just screw him over. Or give it to Samrat, but no. He's Hindu, Buddhist. No, it'll be all Hindu, no Jains. I told you you'll get it back. So now, it's a little easier from here. So yeah, this is an empire where there is no other kingdom in India, or no other empire in India that's about as religiously diverse as here. Maybe except there because of the growing Zoroastrian presence, which they've actually established themselves there. Not to mention all these children will be Zoroastrians, which is a bit concerning. Which means Buddhists can't defend themselves. Glad we have people proving their loyalties. We know where they lie. So I'm sure that'll calm everybody down. So there's nothing much we could do now. So I took my leave in that society. And I will join a holy order instead of a monastic society. So that way I just want to be a holy warrior for the Hindu faith. I was about to say, name her after that warrior woman of ours. Sure. Say, what say you want a concubine, huh? She may be a little old, but here you go. Likes concubines. And as for a eunuch, no, I need him. Need. Don't need. I would love to have myself, you know, to make the economy flow even more. Yep, the Sultan's got him. Was Bedouin, but he's started speaking Gujarati, and he established a Muslim presence there, so looks like it's our first opportunity to declare a holy war without any penalty from, you know, the other neighboring, so this is what I mean that now we're beginning to expand into those regions. And this is our first shot to bring Hinduism back to its former glory. Because mainly this was due to not controlling holy sites. But there is a holy site of the Hindu faith in that area, so this is the first real step to bring Hinduism back into prominence. This is our first holy war. First of many holy wars for the Hindus. Oh, I just remembered something else, but let's finish this holy war first. Because I know what else to do in order to establish. Now they have the Knights Templar. More infidels to slaughter. Ujjain is mine. No one else shall get it. I am greatly impressed by the wisdom of the local Jain preacher. Heresy or not, I'm starting to believe it's too dangerous. Fall back. Get away from that. Regroup here. Vimayathiya, which, by the way, no? This area here is the de jure capital of the Deccan Empire, believing that's where it should be centered, because, you know, it's right in the middle. But no, I prefer Chola Mandalam, because of the ships, and we'll have quick access to the Indus front line, or to the Bengal to fight against the Zoroastrians. Despite the similarities between Hindus and Zoroastrians, but they're different religious groups, so therefore infidels. Yeah, we're letting it fall. We just gotta get together. Greetings, Samrat Vijayaditya. I am the Grand Master of the followers of Arjuna. I have received your application to join our order and have you accept you as a non-ordained member. Due to your situation, you will not be bound by an eternal oath to Brahma. For all intended purposes, you will have similar rights and powers compared to the member of the clergy. For Brahma! Yes, I may be a misguided warrior, but I'm Kshatriya, which is very important. As well as being brave, but I also have a theology focus, and I picked up some virtues during my time in the Matha. So in due time, which mind you, it's not like being in that Fighters Guild, because I'll be getting further over time. It'll be slightly similar, it's just once I get up there, and I can organize a vote, but remember, only the Grand Master is for AI only. You can only go as far as expert. Apparently the names are different, because I had a habit of being Nestorian, where I joined that Nestorian Holy Order, the Order of St. Ade, where there were knights over there. We're not the knights of our tomb. You have apprentice, there's skillful, and there's expert. And there's the Grand Master. And what's a female title for Grand Master in that area? They call it Mother Superior in the Christian world, but... Oh, speaking of Nestorian. But what do they call it here? It's an interesting thought. What's your learning education? I didn't look at you. Oh, you'll do fine. Again, married to a club-footed woman, but she has a claim. The Zoroastrians are going on a rampage. They're going to rule East India very soon, that's what I'm predicting. Since the Buddhists can't help themselves. Sure. Can't stop you. I mean, it's not magnetic of note. Yeah, that's the person I was talking about. Named my daughter after her. So let's take the fight to the recently conquered Muslims who started adopting Gujarati language and customs. But it has the holy site in Ujjain, which used to be the old capital of the Gupta Empire. Well, sometimes capital. I mean, that place is just... It's a very turbulent place. It's Ujjain, just based on what I heard and read from history of India. One day you'll have to specialize. I hear the voice of my quartermaster in my head. As I look out over the battlefield and the mountains of Devagiri, the sight fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles. What it'll be. We got a lot of war elephants, do we? Plenty. A lot more than past conflicts, so focus on war elephants. This character has mastered the tactical use of war elephants in battle. More morale damage, as well as effectiveness of the elephants. I'll take it. To Ujjain. The diet of bread and water is not satisfying enough. I need something else, something more delicious and filling. I've broken my fast with wine and quail. I may be a misguided warrior, but I ain't stupid. If we can capture the bad guy, then the land is ours. Request military training. He's on a retreat again. Again, this area is not quite recovered. And since they're living in Jain territory, these are all infidel taxes these Muslims have a habit of doing, which I'm sure they did that to the Hindus and Jains of the realm too. Bring on the siege leader and master. But hey, at least they don't mind me being homosexual, but they do mind me being cynical, due to my not so good experience over in Varanasi, unfortunately. Wasn't thinking straight. So it would be slightly premature to be expanding up north that way, but... yeah, as I said, Zoroastrians are on a rampage, and I'm sure they're going to become the dominant faith over Manichaeism. These militias are introducing Zoroastrianism into the Bengal region, possibly into Magad. This way. This place has less of a garrison. It'll be easy to take. See? There's the enemy. Actually, we should go after them now. And bring out the plains leader, a cartographer, because he knows how to fight in that land. See if we can capture the Sultan. Now, get back to work. Telangana claim. Whatever, brother. Do what you gotta do. You have a claimant for... oh, yes. He does, because he used to hold all of these before I gave them away, which I'm like, oh well, do what you want with it. I have an empire now. Born strong. Thinking of a name. Narani. At least it's an easier name to pronounce. Yes, I see the war score is 100%, but let's fight one more battle and then we'll close the episode. Close an episode on a very high note. Man, if we only had captured the Sultan himself, I would have executed him on the spot, and then signed the peace. But we got what we wanted. The Hindu moral authority is going up. That's what I said. The period of Hindu revivalism has begun. So, the Chola Empire has been created and has expanded slightly, but there'll be many other holy wars to be fought, especially religious liberation of areas like Rajputana and Sindh. You know, something that can get these Indians off our backs. As in, it's like, well, we can't expand you guys? Well, we're going to do something that'll benefit us Hindus. So for the first Samrat, scholar Samrat of the Chola Empire, he will continue to do more of the duties of this holy order and more, if he can accomplish all that, including religious liberation wars against the Muslims, and then, I'm sure, in decades to come, Zoroastrians, which they may form a kingdom one day. an independent Zoroastrian kingdom in India, which was inconceivable, but it's becoming a reality. So these next couple episodes will be pretty interesting now. New lease on life. And we hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.